Musk speaks at Germany's AfD campaign launch as thousands protest the far-right party. American tech billionaire Elon Musk made a surprise address at the campaign launch for Germany's Alternative for Germany (AfD) party as thousands of people gathered across the country to protest the rise of the far-right party. Musk, who spoke to the crowd in a live video, was met with huge cheers by the roughly 4,500 AfD supporters gathered inside a hall in the eastern German city of Halle on Saturday. While speaking with party leader Alice Weidel, AfD's candidate for chancellor, Musk reiterated his belief that AfD is Germany's best hope in the upcoming general election on February 23. Germany, Europe's largest economy, is heading to snap elections in February after Chancellor Olaf Scholz lost and his governing coalition collapsed after months of instability. AfD has seen an upswell in support, recently becoming the first far-right party to win a state election in Germany since the Nazi era and performing well in opinion polls for the upcoming election. At the same time, the party has been criticized for its staunch anti-immigrant stance. All of Germany's mainstream political parties have said they will not work with the AfD. Musk, a close ally of U.S. President Donald Trump, stressed the importance that people take pride in Germany and being German, a sentiment that was met with rapturous cheers at the AfD rally. The billionaire also addressed the issue of immigration, a key issue in the election, urging Weidel and her supporters not to lose their national pride in some kind of multiculturalism that dilutes everything. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of Germans protested in Berlin and other cities on Saturday against the far-right party. In the western German city of Cologne, police estimated a crowd of 40,000 people were demonstrating, according to the Associated Press. About 35,000 protesters gathered at Berlin's iconic Brandenburg Gate, according to police estimates, where they sang anti-fascist songs, carried banners denouncing AfD, and displayed illuminated letters spelling hope and resistance, AP reported. Those who fuel racism and attack climate protection are not just campaigning, they are endangering lives, climate activist Louisa Neubauer told the crowd, reported AP. Musk has become increasingly engaged in the European political landscape. In recent weeks, he has kindled an alliance with AfD party leader Weidel. Earlier in January, the two discussed Germany's election, economic, and political issues. But the involvement of Musk, the world's richest man and the owner of the social media platform X, has also been met with apprehension among government leaders in Europe. In the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister accused Musk of spreading lies after the billionaire provoked a social media backlash against the British government. Musk has also pushed for the release of jailed far-right political activist Tommy Robinson and amplified a social media uproar that fueled anti-immigration riots. The German government has even accused Musk of trying to influence its election over his endorsement of the AfD. Despite the scrutiny, Musk has continued to voice his support for the populist political movements that have galvanized numerous European elections. He has also drawn parallels between the political climate in Germany and the United States while emphasizing the global impact the approaching election could have. "I think it could decide the entire fate of Europe, maybe the fate of the world," he told AfD supporters on Saturday. That is the significance of this election. Elon Musk's call for Germany to move beyond Nazi guilt is dangerous, Holocaust Memorial Chair says. Musk made a virtual appearance at a campaign event for Germany's far-right AfD party, saying children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents. The chairman of Israel's official Holocaust memorial has accused of insulting the victims of Nazism and endangering Germany's democratic future after the billionaire addressed a rally for Germany's far-right party on Saturday. Musk, the world's richest man, made a surprise virtual appearance at a campaign event for Germany's far-right on Saturday, doubling down on his support for the group he has said can save Germany ahead of snap elections in February. In an apparent reference to Germany's Nazi history, the head of the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, whose smiling face was projected onto a vast screen, told a roaring crowd that children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, let alone their great-grandparents. "There is too much focus on past guilt, and we need to move beyond that," he added at the rally in the eastern German city of Halle. Musk's remarks, which came the same week that for a gesture during a speech in Washington that many people said resembled a Nazi salute, came 2 days before world leaders are due to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz. The remembrance and acknowledgement of the dark past of the country and its people should be central in shaping the German society, said Danny Dayan, chairman of Yad Vashem, Israel's memorial to the victims of the Holocaust, in a post on X. Failing to do so is an insult to the victims of Nazism and a clear danger to the democratic future of Germany, he added. Musk has openly supported numerous hard-right causes in Europe, including the anti-immigrant AfD, which last year became the first far-right party to win a state election in Germany since World War II. Moving past guilt over the atrocities of Germany's Nazi era is a key pillar of the AfD's platform. In echoing the party's attitude to Germany's past, a point of view that has drawn outrage inside Germany and abroad, the tech billionaire threw his support behind a party whose co-founder once dismissed the Nazi era as just a speck of bird's muck in more than 1,000 years of successful German history. The AfD denies being extremist, although its leaders have said that Germany should stop apologizing for the Holocaust and the Third Reich. The timing of Musk's appearance at the AfD rally was also notable in that it came just days after he made a gesture in Washington that sparked widespread condemnation. Abraham Foxman, the former director of the Anti-Defamation League, said on X that Musk's appearance in and comments at the rally, just days after his speech in Washington, helped place the hand gesture in perspective. Foxman's comments on Musk's actions came in contrast to those of the ADL's current leadership. The ADL defended Musk after the gesture, the social media platform that Musk owns, that the billionaire had made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath, it said. In his own attempt to downplay the allegations, Musk posted a joke referencing names of prominent Nazi leaders on X, also sparking a backlash. The ADL's chief executive, Jonathan Greenblatt, responded on the same platform saying that the Holocaust is not a joke. Musk's comments at the AfD's rally also played into familiar AfD talking points on national identity and immigration. It's good to be proud of German culture, German values, and not to lose that in some sort of multiculturalism that dilutes everything, Musk said. The AfD has successfully used Germany's debate over immigration to bolster its popularity. The party adopted an explicitly anti-Islam policy in May 2016, and its 2017 election manifesto included a section on why Islam does not belong to Germany. The topic of immigration was one of many Musk discussed during an X broadcast earlier this month in which he spent more than an hour speaking with AfD co-leader Alice Weidel. As he has become increasingly vocal about his apparent move to the right of the political spectrum, Musk has thrown his support behind numerous right-wing causes, including the United Kingdom's hard-right Reform UK Party and Italy's far-right Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, calling her a precious genius. But his most zealous support has been for the AfD, which heads into February's elections polling in second place after the collapse of Germany's left-led coalition government. While other German political parties have refused to join coalitions with the AfD due to its extreme positions, Musk has given the group a significant boost, most notably, before Saturday at least, with his X interview with Weidel. In the conversation, Weidel said that AfD is exactly the opposite of Adolf Hitler's party, adding that it's Europe's left-wing political parties who are anti-Semitic.
Exactly. I think we should fight for an exciting, bright future where people can be optimistic about what's going to happen, where you wake up and you look forward to the future. And the best way to ensure the future is good, you have to fight for a good future every day, and it will be great. And we'll have a very exciting, wonderful future. So, I think this election coming up in Germany is incredibly important. I think it could decide the entire fate of Europe, maybe the fate of the world. That is the significance of this election. So that's why it's very important to talk to your friends and family and convince them to consider voting for AfD, and just go with it like a chain reaction. Convince one friend, talk to another friend, and say, hey guys, do you want more of the last 10 years, or do you want something different? And I think the people in Germany want something different. And if you want something different, you have to vote for a different party. This is just a fact. This is logic. So.
Yes.
So, you are the future of Germany. Make it happen. But I can't emphasize enough. Go out there, talk to people, convince people, one vote at a time. There's a need for change. It's got to be done. And this election is so important. It's extremely important. I do not say it lightly when I think the future of civilization could hang on this election. So when something is so important, you really need to say, okay, you've got to go all out to convince people to vote for AfD.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
So,
Thank
and you
so
certainly
much.
have obviously you have my full support. You have this, I think this, the Trump administration is also supportive. So, I think the policies that I've heard from AfD, they make a lot of sense. They're really just, to me, when I look at the policies of AfD, they're common sense, policies. And just like President Trump has common sense policies, getting things done, getting the government out of people's way so that you can get things done, and giving people back personal freedom, and protecting the people from dangers. These are fundamental things that, frankly, the current government is not doing. Current government is suppressing speech very aggressively, and really, when you suppress freedom of speech, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to have a true democracy, because freedom of speech is the foundation of democracy. People cannot be expected to vote in an informed manner if they are not able to know the truth. So this is why it is so important to have freedom of speech, so people can make an informed vote and it can be a true democracy. But this is not what the current government has been doing. They have been suppressing freedom of speech and putting people in jail for even mild criticisms of politicians or social media posts. This is crazy. This is frankly a totalitarian approach. It is not a democratic approach. So there needs to be, we need to restore freedom to the people of Germany, and have freedom of speech, and have less government oppression in general. So anyway, I think I can't emphasize enough. Go do everything you can, full blast. Put every effort you can into this election. The fate of the world, I think, rests upon this election in Germany. It's extremely fundamental. Everything you can, please go all out. Thank you.